6 p.m. Pakistan Standard Time. Assalamu alaikum. This is Radio Pakistan. The news read by Daman Zaman. The headlines. The Prime Minister says the government is working on a comprehensive plan for reforms in different sectors of the economy. The Deputy Prime Minister has urged the youth to promote tolerance while rejecting extremism. Security forces have killed 3 terrorists during intelligence-based operation in Mastung district. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has emphasized the need for unity among the Kashmiris to pursue their rightful demand for a plebiscite. 34 more Palestinians were martyred during Israeli strikes across besieged Gaza during the last 24 hours. The first cricket test of the 2-match series between Pakistan and Bangladesh will begin in Rawalpindi tomorrow. And now the news in detail. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif says the federal government in consultation with the provincial governments is working on a comprehensive plan for reforms in different sectors of the economy. Addressing a meeting of the federal cabinet in Islamabad today, he said the power sector, agriculture, digitalization of the Federal Board of Revenue, commerce and trade are key focuses of this plan. The Prime Minister said the recent package announced by the Punjab government for electricity consumers is from the provincial budget and there is no contribution by the federal government in it. The Prime Minister said the federal government is doing its part to provide relief to the people all across the country. Shahbaz Sharif said the federal government, in collaboration with the Balochistan government, has started a project of shifting 28,000 tube wells on solar energy at a cost of 70 billion rupees. He said the federal government has a share of 55 billion rupees in the project. Highlighting the measures to stabilize the economy, the Prime Minister said inflation is at lowest rate of last 3 years as it has dropped to 11% from 38%. On the occasion, the cabinet offered Fatiha for the Shuhada and those who died in the flash floods and rains. Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif has reiterated Pakistan's unwavering support for the Palestinian people and their right to self-determination. Talking to the outgoing ambassador of Palestine, Ahmad Jawad Rabi, in Islamabad today, he strongly condemned Israel's barbaric actions against innocent Palestinians in Gaza. The Prime Minister reaffirmed Pakistan's strong commitment and support for efforts to find a just and lasting resolution of the Palestine issue through a 2-state solution with the creation of an independent state with pre-1967 borders and Al-Quds as its capital in accordance with the relevant United Nations resolutions. 3 terrorists of proscribed Balochistan Liberation Army have been killed and 3 others wounded during an intelligence-based operation by the security forces in Mastung district. According to ISPR, these terrorists were involved in numerous terrorist activities in the area and also responsible for the shahadat of the Deputy Commissioner of Panjgur, Zakir Ali. The Prime Minister Mohammad Shahbaz Sharif has commended the security forces for killing the terrorists involved in the martyrdom of the Deputy Commissioner of Panjgur, Zakir Ali. In a statement today, he said elements involved in terrorism should learn from the fate of the killers of the Deputy Commissioner of Panjgur. The Prime Minister reaffirmed Pakistan's unwavering commitment to wipe out the menace of terrorism. He said war with the terrorists will continue until their complete elimination. Shahbaz Sharif said the entire nation is standing with the armed forces in the fight against terrorism. The Deputy Prime Minister and the Foreign Minister Mohammad Asagdar has urged the youth to promote tolerance while rejecting extremism. Addressing the National Youth Convention in Islamabad today, he said the youth's excellence in education and innovation are inevitable to develop the country as an economic power. Ishaq expressed the government's firm commitment for promotion of quality education to empower the youth. He advised the youth to avail education opportunities, opt for new technologies, and explore new avenues. The Deputy Prime Minister said the government is extending facilities to the youth, and the Special Investment Facilitation Council is also focusing on their empowerment. The Minister for Petroleum, Musaddiq Malik, says the government will sustain gas tariff at the current level till the winters. Addressing a new conference in Islamabad today, he said 14 rupees relief given by the Punjab government on each unit for consumers using up to 500 units will cover 98% households. He said the federal government earlier had announced a subsidy of 50 billion rupees for the consumers using up to 200 units across the country. The Minister for Power Division, Sardar Awais Ahmed Khan Laghari, says the government is planning to establish new power plants to address the issue of power load shedding in the country. Addressing the National Youth Convention in Islamabad today, he said despite expensive power generation, electricity is being provided to the consumers at subsidized rates. Awais Ahmed Khan Laghari said the Prime Minister Shahbaz Sharif will give good news to the public and industries within a month or two regarding electricity tariff. This is Radio Pakistan. The Pakistan Railways has planned to outsource the commercial management of additional trains to private entities under a public-private partnership model. The basic purpose of outsourcing the trains is to provide better facilities to the passengers and generate more revenue for the department. Pakistan today conducted successful training launch of surface-to-surface ballistic missile Shaheen-2. The training launch was aimed at training of troops, validating various technical parameters and performance evaluation of different subsystems incorporated for improved accuracy and enhanced survivability. The training launch was witnessed by the senior officers from Strategic Plans Division, Army Strategic Forces Command, scientists and engineers of strategic organizations. The Director General Strategic Plans Division appreciated the technical prowess, dedication and commitment of the scientists and contributed towards this landmark achievement. The President, the Prime Minister, the Chairman, Joint Chiefs of Staff Committee and the Services Chiefs congratulated the scientists and engineers on this achievement. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference has emphasized the need for unity among the Kashmiris to pursue their rightful demand for a plebiscite to ascertain the political future of Jammu and Kashmir. The All Parties Hurriyat Conference spokesman, Advocate Abdur Rashid Minhas, in a statement issued in Srinagar today, termed the Kashmir dispute a political and human problem, reiterating that India cannot retain its illegal occupation through military might and state terrorism forever. Meanwhile, people from all walks of life have strongly condemned the Modi government's Waqf Amendment Bill 2024, calling it a direct interference in the religious affairs of Muslims in India and occupied Jammu and Kashmir. 34 more Palestinians were martyred during Israeli strikes across besieged Gaza during the last 24 hours. The martyrdom toll of Palestinians in the Israeli aggression on Gaza since October last has now risen to 41,100. Cricket. The first test of the two-match series between Pakistan and Bangladesh will begin in Rawalpindi tomorrow. The match will start at 10:30 in the morning. And finally, the weather report. Rain, wind and thunder showers are expected in Kashmir, northeast and south Punjab, Potawar region, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, Gilgit-Baltistan and northeast and south Balochistan during the next 12 hours. However, heavy falls may also occur at isolated places in upper Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, northeast Punjab, Potawar region and Dera Ghazi Khan during the period. And that is the end of this news bulletin. For more news and analyses, log on to our website, radio.gov.pk, and you can also watch the live video streaming of our bulletins on the link facebook.com/Radio Pakistan News Official.